And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 54 warrior quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here again in Upper La Noscea at X30Y21. And we need to talk to Broken Mountain. And the quest is called the Bare Necessity. And we will get the ability Fell Cleave, which says delivers an attack with a potency of 500, can only be executed when uncontrollable. All abandon is lost when used. So Broken Mountain has concerns about his brother. So well met, Mithrie. It seems that your trials have prepared you for the next step down your long path. However, while your progress is truly remarkable, I'm afraid my brother still fears the fury of his inner beast. Even in the training yard, he swings his axe with hesitation. Seeking to test himself against live foes, he has joined the Maelstrom efforts to repel a recent spat of kobold attacks. However, Whiskey has sent word that his ferocity on the field of battle is not what it once was. My brother has long admired your will. Test your axe against the ever-strong adversaries and master the techniques of Eld, and by doing so serve to inspire him and all who aspire to walk the path of the warrior. Remember the words set forth in the ancient tomes, and seek foes that test the very limits of your mind and body. The heats of battle will awaken the beast within, bestowing upon you the knowledge of our ancestors. Luckily, the path you walk has been tread on before, and you need not wander the land aimlessly. According to the tomes, Mithrie once spent a season hunting the hulking grizzly bears that stalk Alabathia's spine, the largest of which are said to rival even a behemoth in size. Make your way to Tailfeather, home to many seasoned hunters that know the lay of the land and the creatures inhabiting it. Find the beasts of Mithril hunt and test yourself against their razor claws as he did. Okay, so we need to go to Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands, so let's go. And we have to do 3 fights right there, apparently. And what we're going to do as well is that we're going to now practice using the Deliverance ability that we learnt last time, because it's a DPS ability, so we might as well use it. So let's see, here is Remakian. So let's see what this person has to say. So ask any hunter around here about the grizzlies of the Alabathia spine, and they're like to tell you the same thing. If you see one, run. Okay, next. So someone here. Yep, let's talk to Prior Forks. Let's see what he says. So, you're a right fool if you're thinking about going after one of those massive beasts alone. Bring about a dozen friends along with you if you want to come back in one piece. If you've got the men, then I've heard of the hunting parties using wolf and salmon to draw them out. If you head up to Willem River, you'll like to find a few what died during the salmon run. Interesting. So obviously we're going to have to gather some salmon to attract the beast that we're talking about. And it's probably going to be like a big bear or something. I think I've seen other people do this quest in the past. I never knew what the quest was about. Okay, here is Louis Ascent. So I can't pronounce the name. So I can hardly forget the size of the beast I saw that day. I was tracking a chocobo around the 100 Thrones when I spotted a bear near as big as a house drinking its fill from the waters. I didn't get any closer. I went home from that day's hunt empty-handed. Okay, so we know where we need to go now, and it is, like I said, it's that big bear that because the reason I know that is because up here is where I did some fishing, and I saw people attacking this bear, and I always thought, I wonder what quest that's for. And now I know. It's for the Warrior level 54 quest. So let's see. What are we looking for down here? Okay, there it is. So here's a salmon. It's lucky that I can fly in this zone because it makes things easier. So use the salmon up there. Yep, exactly. kill the big bear, and then I think that'll be it for the quest. But still, we'll see what we learn from this fight as well. Ew. So there's a brown bear here, and then when we spawn at the destination, there'll be an even bigger one. So let's get rid of the little one first. Okay. So hopefully this won't be too bad. Right. So we're doing not bad, considering we're still wearing level 50 gear. Barely taking any damage at all. And of course, if I had my chocobo, I would have my chocobo with me to help me, but I forgot it, so it's my own fault. Okay, and right, done. So let's now attack the big bear. Let's use the salmon. Okay, so here he is. So I think this bear's got obviously way more health. Yes, he does. Let's hope no other bears like aggro us while we're doing this. Nice. But it's nice as well that they've made the fight that he doesn't hit us that much. He does a lot of attacks we just avoid. And while they're casting area damage, it just means that we're not taking any auto attacks, which is great. You can see he's barely scratched me in terms of my health. And what things you can do to restore your health if health becomes a concern is you can do, I think, Storm's Path. You can do Second Wind if you borrow it from Pugilist. And you can also do Inner Beast if you have Defiance up. Okay, so that's that done. We need to go back to... That's it. So that's the quest. So we need to go back now to Camp Bronze Lake. So let's teleport. And we'll see what they have to say, and then we'll get a new ability. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I can't fly in this zone. I tried to fly and I failed miserably. So let's go up here. Aha. So here are the brother and friend. So, Mithrie, welcome back. My brother and Westgate were just telling me of the Maelstrom's success in La Noscea. Aye, the kobolds scattered as frightened mice before our wrath. I dare say they'll think twice before setting a foot in the Minzen soil again. Mithrie, as eager as I am to hear of your journey to Alabathia's spine, I can't afford to waste any more time away from my training. The kobolds may be licking their wounds for now, but they'll be back, and in greater numbers till next we meet. So Curious Gorge has acted in high spirits since our return from Linza Laminza, but his bravado scarcely hides the truth. What he said was true. Our operations against the kobolds were a resounding success. However, troops that fought alongside him say that Curious Gorge was noticeably shaken during the battle, as if afraid the tide would turn at a moment's notice. But it was not fear of the kobolds that caused his acts to waver. He still fears his own inner beast. As long as this fear has a hold of him in battle, then there is little hope he will grow as a warrior. The kobolds become bolder with each passing day, and the Maelstrom's forces are spread too thin. Maelstrom Command is desperately seeking ways to supplement its flagging troops. They're considering bolstering fighting strength by training troops in warrior techniques. The Curious Gorge's capabilities have come under special scrutiny. However, if fear continues to hold him back, I doubt he'll manage to impress anyone. Once again, we are left wanting for a means to tame the inner beast. Mithrie, was there naught learned from your journey to the Dravanian Forelands that could be of aid? So in the same manner as before, the memories of battle have roused the inner beast. So my theory was correct. The key to mastery lies in the heat of conflict. Just as the ancient tomes say, only victory against a worthy opponent can temper the inner beast. Mithrie, your growth as a warrior has given us valuable insight into the true nature of the inner beast. However, there is still much that remains shrouded in mystery. And there is still the question of what exactly sets Mithrie apart from your brother. Indeed, the tools to tame the beast within are hidden somewhere. I have just yet to find them. Mithrie, continue with your training while I return to the tomes. A solution will present itself soon enough. Yep. Cool, so let's finish and let's get Fellcleave. So yeah, that's complete. Now the reason we want an ability like Fellcleave is because when we have the, like, just the full, what's it called, uncontrollable, whatever the stat is, which is the equivalent that you get for Defiance. So with Defiance you get Wrath, with Deliverance you get Abandon, okay. So when you have full Abandon, then you can use Fellcleave, so which is the equivalent of using Steel Cyclone when you have full what's it called? Full Wrath. Okay, so they're basically the same. So I might actually put that there and then just like assign these as shift buttons or something. But yeah, we'll get round to that, and we'll see what it's like in the next 2 levels. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.